Senator Rennick.
Thank you, Acting Deputy Chair. And I rise today to speak to the issue of transfer pricing in Australia, and in particular transfer pricing of profits sent offshore. And I thought I'd go through a bunch of companies that I don't particularly like, Google, Meta, Pfizer, and just look at how much they transfer offshore in comparison to their worldwide accounts. And I picked on one of my favourite companies, Pfizer, and their Australian entity earned $1.36 billion in sales, yet they only made an operating profit of $90 billion, which works out at about a ratio of 6.6%. So in other words, they transferred 94% of their profits offshore. I then compared that to their worldwide accounts, and they had $100 billion in revenue and made an operating profit of just under $35 billion. Now, what that means is that their operating ratio, profit ratio worldwide was 34%. So the question we need to ask ourselves is, why is Pfizer making an operating profit worldwide of 34% but only an operating profit in Australia of 6%? And of course that is because they love to shift, all multinationals love to shift their profits offshore, because in Australia we have an onshore tax rate of 30 cents and an offshore tax rate, depending on tax treaty, of between 0 and 15 cents. And if they can transfer their profits to lower income taxing jurisdictions like, say, Netherlands or Ireland, they pay much less tax. So after I've had a look at these difference in ratios, I then turned to the back of their financial statements to look at related party transactions. And who should their two biggest payments in related party transactions have been paid to but none other than Pfizer Ireland and Pfizer Netherlands. So I call on the Treasurer, the Australian Treasurer, to lift the rate of withholding taxes on profits sent offshore, because we need to retain our earnings here in Australia.
Authorised G. Rennick, LNP Chermside.